World number 1 Sinner and number 2 Alcaraz have been the dominant forces in men's tennis across 2024, with the duo sweeping all 4 Grand Slam tournaments. Alongside an array of other big titles, Italian Sinner triumphed at the Australian and U.S. Opens and has also won Masters 1,000 titles in Miami, Cincinnati, and Shanghai. Meanwhile, Alcaraz swept the Channel Slam this summer, winning both the French Open and Wimbledon, while also prevailing in Indian Wells and Beijing, with the Big Three era coming to a close. Many had previously predicted the ensuing years would provide more opportunities at majors, but the dominance of Sinner and Alcaraz has called that into question, and, speaking to L'Equipe, Olympic gold medalist Rosset slammed the likes of Casper Ruud, Andrei Rublev, and Stefanos Tsitsipas for not being consistent enough at the 4 majors back when Roger Federer dominated the ranking. The top 10 rarely moved, said the Swiss. Guys like Nadal, Djokovic, Murray, Cilic, or Stan Wawrinka were well established. These guys performed regularly in the Grand Slams that a guy in 8th place, if he fulfilled his contract by reaching the quarters, would stay in the top 10. That when I look at the current rankings, beyond the top 5, they're not consistent enough in Grand Slams to make a lasting impression. Taylor Fritz is there for his U.S. Open final. Andrei Rublev plays a lot, but struggles in the Grand Slam tournaments. Casper Ruud is having an average season, and behind him, Tsitsipas, he shines somewhere and gets a second round at Wimbledon, then makes the final elsewhere. It's too disjointed. Ben Shelton is up and down all season. Francis Tiafoe is the same. Lorenzo Musetti can win a tournament but miss out so often. Felix Auger-Aliassime, we're not even talking about him. I wonder how he's still here. These guys can perform, but also lose to second-tier players. You don't understand why. Sinner and Alcaraz are not only world number 1 and 2 in the current ADP rankings, but also in the race to the ADP finals in Turin, with the former having already sealed the year-end number 1 ranking. The closest player to them in terms of ranking points is world number 3 and French Open runner-up Alexander Zverev, though the German was again unable to win his maiden slam in 2024.